get an hour in.
After the timeout.
Hello, photo mode.
And this is Coach going to pick up the first down and more out to the 49-yard line. Tripped up by Alexander, and that keeps the clock moving.
Man, watch how long this mesh stays in place. Look how long this read is happening. Trubisky is still looking, and I'm sure Cohen was thinking, give me the ball. And that's not automatic. Look at this thing. He's looking down the field. Am I going to give it? Yeah. And the part about being a quarterback in that situation, the running back is looking for something decisive. Give it to me or take it, because otherwise fumbles can happen.
Trubisky using all of the play clock. Howard gets his nose into Green Bay territory. Second down and 8.
All right.
It's a stout bunch up there. I'd say, there are guys in the league, you don't know their name as much as some of the pass rushers and stuff, but Kenny Clark is such a good player inside, stopping the run, just play after play, he just gets it done in there.
Local unit, his 23rd birthday already in his third year when he came in as a rookie. He was the youngest player in the league. Handle, Howard, he gets stuck after maybe a gain of 1 to the 49. So here comes a pretty huge third down and 7.
Since the Dolphins won, I rock this suit.
This time Mike Daniels and Muhammad Wilkerson get in on the act. They're on their toes now. They know the significance of this. They have to get the ball back to Aaron Rodgers. They have to give him a chance. He's been too good to this point.
They stop him to get the ball back. Chicago gets a first down. Green Bay has to think about taking his timeouts on defense. 7 defensive backs in. 3rd and 7. Trubisky fires, and that will be caught at the 40-yard line. And forward progress will give Miller, the rookie out of Memphis, a first down for Chicago.
He did it that time. Not only did he feel the rush and know where the gap was, just like Aaron Rodgers does, he kept his eyes down the field. Look at him. He's not thinking about running here. He's looking for a receiver. And the young man that they think is really going to be something special here, Anthony Miller, comes up with that play.
And now Chicago has to take a timeout. They're first. Woo, what a game, huh?
What did Carrie Underwood say? Game on. I love that open. She did such a great job. That was fantastic. Well, this is what it's all about. Sometimes as a quarterback, it's not the fourth quarter comebacks. It's not what you do coming from behind. It's what can you do when you're playing with the lead. Because if you think there's pressure on a quarterback when they're trying to play catch-up, there's a lot more pressure on 3rd and 7 when you're trying to convert and not turn it over and give the ball back to Aaron Rodgers.
Chicago 3 of 3 on 3rd down on this drive.
I understand we have another low information caller who thinks we're better off thanks to this fight. Let's see if I can better.
3-12 left. First down from the 38-yard line. Should have some more clock here with Howard. To the outside, and the first down. It stays in bounds. Big gain all the way down to the 16-yard line. Skirting the sideline. Gain of 22.
I'm just telling you, I've seen this so many times from Jordan Howard. This does not look like a fast guy who has a timeout by Green Bay.
Only 1 left in a 3-point game.
You're missing the point. They didn't exist before he came along. At best, he attracts them. I've often wondered if they're in cahoots.
Wow, I've never actually heard anyone say this before.
Wow.
Look, all I'm saying is, I can't imagine what would have happened if all those guys showed up and Spider-Man wasn't.
Another lost cause.
Staying in the car with the kids, stopping all the time, boring. I don't get it. Well, you like driving.
Memories built to last. They're possible in the all-new Hyundai Santa Fe, our most advanced SUV ever.
Bridgestone Drive Car tires are engineered to come through in the clutch, and NFL coach John Gruden is going to help us prove it. Okay. If you take a hit, you gotta get back up. Actually, glide door tires can take a puncture and drive up to 50 miles to sink.
Guess my good thought worked.
Hey, what do you guys want to listen to?
Oh, hip-hop. Reggaeton.
EDM.
What about bubble trance?
Bubble what?
Bubble trance. It's a thing. My point is, everyone's got different tastes. That's why Verizon lets you mix and match your family unlimited plans, so everyone gets the plan they want without paying for things they don't. And right now, the whole family will get 6 months of free Apple Music on Verizon. Oh, so let's play that reggaeton. Old school reggaeton, not the new stuff.
Get 45 million songs and 6 months free Apple Music on us, only on Verizon. Switch now and get a free Samsung Galaxy J3B.
Officers needed on scene in Clinton.
There's a town 5 miles from here.
Holy!
What could go wrong?
You better stop them before they end up in driver's ed videos.
So a challenge has been made by Mike McCarthy. We think he's going to win this because what happened is the runner steps out of bounds at we think the 22-yard line. Here it is again. Here's Howard. That right foot, the right heel is clearly out of bounds. So McCarthy challenges, waiting for the ruling. He should win it, and that's going to move the ball from the 16 back to the 22. But more importantly, it will save the Packers from having to take a timeout. They had to take a timeout, but it looked like the play was wrong the way it originally was. And now they'll get that timeout back, and that is critical at this point.
Well, that's just rude.
Because the clock's going to stop on the out-of-bounds play anyway. They'll take it.
Here's your stuff.
And they'll also get a little time back as well. The clock will probably go back to roughly 3:05. Jeffers to tell us all about it.
After review, the runner did step out of bounds at the 22-yard line. It'll be first and 10 at that spot. Please set the game clock to 3:05.
Give that real man props. Manhattan Rush
Green
is
Bay's
no
timeout
joke.
will be restored.
So that worked perfectly for the Packers. And it'll be first and 2 is all Aaron Rodgers could do is pace a little bit here.
Let's see how
3:05
good I am.
regulation.
1072, mugging
I feel like
reported.
playing
Needed
golf
officer on the
and
scene.
not being able to
Officers
turn on
needed
your
in the
left.
Garment District.
I mean, what he's doing tonight, and you know, he and Brett Favre are sort of the masters of keeping your feet off the ground and throwing. And tonight, that is becoming a huge asset for Aaron Rodgers.
You don't want to say indestructible because he's missed parts of a couple of seasons. But tonight, anyway, high snap that Trubisky just has to fall on it to make sure they retain possession at the 25-yard line. And now Green Bay will take a timeout. This will be their second. They have 1 left plus the 2-minute warning. Snap by Cody Whitehair, the center.
Yeah, Mitch Trubisky and Cody Whitehair are best of friends, but that one sailed over a best of friends. They study together, they do everything together, and a lot of people thought James Damon, the draft pick, was going to end up being the center, but it didn't work out that way. But good for by Trubisky just to get down. This is an interesting decision now. Aaron Rodgers is hot. You can play for a field goal, but then you leave a chance to get beat by a touchdown, right?
Right.
So how aggressive are you? We're going to find out a lot about Matt Nagy right now.
Trade's gotten more aggressive.
Quarterback.
Gotta stop that.
Now it is in the backfield.
Gotta be honest. Not a fan of Big Pharma, especially the track alley Big Pharma.
Got it back inside the 20. Big run all the way to the 13. Make it 3rd down and 1. And a gain of 12.
This is who Jordan Howard is. He is such a patient runner. And so many times it comes down to the backside block on the other. Look at the angles. And it's going to
Why
come
I
back
get
that way,
beat
but
up?
I don't think this was an
Can't believe I
inside
be
zone
getting beat up by these
this play
thugs,
was
yo.
supposed to go outside
So
the ring. It
lame,
was an
buddy.
outside zone. That is all Jordan Howard's. His vision, he just saw it and made it happen.
And Green Bay spends its final timeout. They have to take it here on a 3rd and 1.
Boy, that is a killer. Let him run, bust out on that.
Now, if they stop him, that would be gigantic because they probably limit it to a field goal. They'd have a ton of time, even though they're in a timeout.
It's the one thing about the ball getting moved back outside the 20. It gave you possibilities for additional first downs and maybe possession of the ball.
3rd and 1, the 14-yard line. Coleman coming in motion into the backfield.
I had to go blaming Spider-Man for electrocuting cops was the last straw. I had to quit taking pictures that helped Jameson put lies on.
Jameson looking to throw and does tip, and it's incomplete. Well, that worked out real well for Green Bay. They stop him, and the incomplete pass stops the clock.
Yeah, you just have to give a lot of credit to the Green Bay Packers. They had an out and up down the field by Tariq Cohen. They had this play set up. They were shooting for a touchdown on this one. And I'll be honest, I couldn't see the number that was guarding him. Was it?
All units advised.
Oh my gosh, it's Reggie Jordan. It's the pass rusher. What a brilliant play by him. An athlete able to come off and make that coverage and give Aaron Rodgers a chance.
32-yarder by Parkey.
Muggers, gotta jump in.
That one through with 2:39 left. So it's a 6-point game. You don't think, do you? You don't think. Right?
He knows a lot of stuff. There we go, Aaron Rodgers doing the Willis Reed act. He's not putting any weight at all on that left foot. No torque at all. He's throwing, he's stumbling, just hanging in there. Completely looked off the safety on that one. That was pure Aaron Rodgers on that one. And they didn't start to find his big play guy. It was Devontae Adams when he needed the most. Here he goes. Rodgers with a little juice.
So a 6-point deficit this half. Great numbers.
Always nice to stop him. Gotta stay strong on the fundamentals.
Cart, if you joined us late, hurt his knee, went to the ground, went to the medical tent, enjoys a laugh with Mike McCarthy. That's why you lift all them weights.
Yeah, the difference has been what we talked about. The fact that Aaron Rodgers in the first half, 3.6 seconds before his throws on average. The second half, 2.3. So he's been getting the ball out of his hands quickly and letting his playmakers make plays.
Was Valdez Scantling from South Florida is not to receive Well. Trauma.
Welcome back to Sunday night. We've been a bunch of these. I don't know exactly how we're doing, but so many times it just seems to come down to the end.
We get a few pops, but we get a lot of gems. Trubisky tonight, great first half, and then as Danica Patrick looks on. Armina trying to lead what would be one of the most dramatic wins in the veteran history of Lambeau Field from the 25-yard line.
Wouldn't be New York without a season turkey.
And it's almost intercepted, and that would have done it. Kyle Fuller over the big field to come to Green Bay, and the Chicago matched it.
This has been a problem. Kyle Fuller last year had 2 interceptions. He dropped 6. He could have had one of the biggest years of any quarterback, and that would have won opening day. And there was a lot of contact out there. It was man coverage. They were crisscrossing. Inadvertent, not called.
Not gonna ever love the stuff that Steelers is my idea.
Rodgers under pressure. Buys time. Chase coming back.
Sit tight, guys. Nice comfy paddy wagon will be here soon.
It will be 3rd down and 10.
Asking a whole lot from Brian Bulaga on the outside against Khalil Mack, but he is holding up. But it is the pressure that's forcing Aaron Rodgers to move, and that is not an Aaron Rodgers throw. You've seen him. He doesn't throw like that. He is surviving out there. That's all he is. He's just surviving right now. And the longer you go sometimes with an injury, the more it locks up, even though you're playing.
I mean, this week they have Minnesota coming in here next Sunday. 3rd and 10.
Graham's been awfully quiet.
Rodgers, surveying, fires. That's caught. Randall Cobb into Chicago territory. Randall Cobb inside the 20-yard line. Randall Cobb is going to score.
There's somebody here. They must have taken it.
Yards. That is crazy.
There's no one here but us. We will find the fire, or you will die.
Demon. The killer fireworks. Need to pick him off. You're the silent alarm is legit. A masked gunman and a single hostage. Looks like a heist in progress.
Copy that. Sending units your way. Keep the situation from getting worse in the meantime.
Can do.
On a 3rd and 10. 75 yards.
Gotta do this one.
You can't even stand
Don't want to
on
alert the
this
others.
play. And he is making play after play after play.
Crosby for the vital extra point. Chicago led 20-0 at the half.
We talked about it. When he can maneuver around the pocket, when he can buy time, some of his veteran players, in this case Randall Cobb, know how to do a second move. He makes a second move down the field, and there's nobody there. Eddie Jackson had him in coverage. They stay with the blocks. And Aaron Rodgers has done it again.
It was 17-0 at the half. It was 20-0 early in the 3rd quarter. And now the Green Bay
Weather from above.
are up by 1 with 2:13. And now for Chicago, they've got 2 timeouts and a 2-minute warning.
Watch the late adjustment here. Jackson comes up. Rodgers is still moving. Late adjustment back by Randall Cobb. They work on those scramble situations day after day, time after time. And those guys have been doing it forever.
Someone's coming. See me down here.
Now we get to see what Mitchell Trubisky has.
This is a movie. The longest touchdown reception of Cobb's 8-year career. The Seahawks will run this one back over the 19-yard line.
This could still count. Chicago Bears back 100 years. There's no way they can lose this game. No way. All he needs a field goal.
Their next game, next Monday night at home against Seattle. 2 timeouts, plus the 2-minute warning. This drive begins at the 18. Trubisky escapes. Rodgers, and he throws for a first down.
Hey, what is this?
With Gabriel, he got a flag down back at the 25-yard line on the other side of the field where the play developed.
Buddy, if I had a nickel for every don't move.
Penultimate player downfield, number 65. 5-yard penalty, equal first down.
Yeah, that's Cody White here, running around. And takes us to the 2-minute warning in a wild and dramatic game in Green Bay.
Robbie's got you covering a break-in for the Bugles?
Well, Robbie doesn't technically know I'm here. And it wasn't a break-in until a few minutes ago.
Huh?
Let me explain.
Ever notice that the farther away you go, the closer together you feel?
Excuse me.
Memories built to last.
Hi. Mary Jane Watson. I'm covering the Fisk Estate sale. Hello. Craig said we do this tomorrow. I like to get a jump on things. Well, I don't. You'll have to come back tomorrow.
Our great hall is
Okay.
much greater
I'm
than
sorry.
this lodge. Our parties are much less crowded than this.
Hey, Craig? No, sorry. Just looks like we're gonna have to run something else on the cover. I don't know. Maybe the expressions piece?
Bud Light, for the many, not the few.
You know what? I think I can make today work. Sure. You're here. No moment like the present. Craig? Never mind. We're good.
Come on.
Let's get started.
Come on, Squirt.
Look around and familiarize yourself with
Whatever your financial goals are, a U.S. Bank Wealth Management Advisor can help make them a reality. Talk to one today. U.S. Bank, the power of possible.
I get why people
NFL Game Pass.
That's the touchdown
catch of the year. Coach's Phil. Let's get you a big play. His dad's NFL Film Sucker. NFL Game Pass. Start your free trial today.
Week 1 concludes with a Monday Night Football doubleheader on ESPN. Then Week 2 kicks off with Thursday Night Football on NFL Network.
Coming right up after the game, Volkswagen post-game report. Michelle on the field, as usual, interviewing the stars of the game. Leading the Q's here, wrapping it all up. Peter King's Football Morning America preview. Chris and I preview next Sunday's Giants-Cowboys matchup coming up right after the game.
Yeah, the crowd's jumping around. The only guy who can't right now is Aaron Rodgers.
Well, you know what? Aaron Rodgers' legacy is set. I mean, he doesn't have to do anything else in his career. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. But this, where does this go? If they win this game. 1:59, 2 timeouts for Chicago. After the penalty, it's first down and 15 from the 13-yard line. Trubisky sends one out to the near side and out of bounds at the 19 to stop the clock. Jordan Howard, gain of 6, second down and 9.
Yeah, there's so many plays you go back to. The play that Reggie Gilbert made in the coverage down the field. That saved the game. You go over and plays with Kyle Fuller dropping the interception. There were so many ways the Chicago Bears could have had this thing locked up.
And they still could. Second down and 9 from the 19-yard line. Four-man rush. Trubisky throws, and the pass is incomplete. Intended for Robinson, who made a splash early in the game and has been silent since the first quarter.
Now, I'm just telling you, my opinion, the Green Bay Packers defense was incapable of playing this way in the secondary season. They didn't have enough good players. They drafted in the first round. Alexander first, Josh Jackson in second. Now they have the depth back there that they simply have not had in past years.
Agreed. Third down and 9 from the 19-yard line. The blitz, and the pass is thrown behind the intended receiver, Trey Burton. So it's 4th and 9. You have 2 timeouts, but you have to go for it.
Boy, I tell you, Mike Pence is bringing out some of the exotics now. He brought everybody out of the secondary off the right side. So right now, Matt has to go to whoever he considers his best. I would say to this point in the game, you've got to be going to Tariq Cohen or you're going to Trey Burton, one of those two.
Going to the backfield.
Oh, nice right
to the
there.
right side. Trubisky rolling, throwing deep downfield, and incomplete at the 50-yard line. Alexander, the rookie, breaks it up, intended for Gabriel. But there's a flag down.
Defense.
Wow, can't believe this shit.
Automatic. First down.
Flag back at the
Time to review a
15-yard line.
tweet.
We didn't catch the beginning of the
See
call
if
from
there's
Jeffers. Roughing the passer on Clay Matthews on 4th down.
Can you believe that? A veteran player, ball gone, 4th down. The rookie Jair Alexander makes a sensational play. Late hit, shot to the head, whatever you want to call it. Pretty clear.
Not since Mark Gastineau decked Bernie Kosar in the playoffs. We've seen a play like that. 34-yard line. Emptied the backfield. 3-man rush. Fired over the middle. Caught at the 46-yard line. That's Allen Robinson.
It's over. It's all over. After 7 hours and 9 minutes, the Miami Dolphins have beaten the Tennessee Titans 27-20. Dolphins won today, so I have to rock this suit. Oh, look, Rodgers is a bad man. It's crazy he's winning. It was 24-23. They came back from, what was it, like 17 down?
Where he is dangerous is just like Aaron Rodgers. When he is outside that pocket and buying time, he can be tough to handle.
Three-man rush again. Trubisky down the sideline. Aaron Cross, Robinson, the intended receiver, perfectly covered by King, making it 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, that was a great job by King, and I think that now we're starting to see these wideouts wear out just a little bit. Allen Robinson looked like when the move didn't work, he kind of gave up on the route.
Third and 10.
There'll be running opportunities here for Trubisky if he wants it.
4 receivers to the right, and that is incomplete.
It's incomplete. 4th down and 10. 23-24. Green Bay. 106 left in the game. Chicago still has 2 timeouts. A shot before we finish MJ's part. Figure MJ's part is 15 minutes since it's like 15 minutes later.
From the 46.
Let's see if it's game 7 match.
Cohen in the backfield. Trubisky, look out!
Fumble.
On a 4th down play.
Wow.
And Green Bay's going to win it.
The first one to hug him, Clay Matthews.
He saved him.
Let me know when it's ready. Sounds good.
Coming all the way around. Pretty good protection. You can't really blame Leno. There's nobody open.
Oh, I saw this game. So
They brought the fullback in the game to help with protection. They left Leno one-on-one. And Al, I have to tell you, we've seen some doozies. I don't think I'll forget this game for a long, long time. This is one heroic, special moment.
Amen. Obviously, Rodgers will be Michelle's interview, whatever we have after the
Did you know him well before his arrest? In a professional sense. I handled many of his sins. Let's move on, please.
There are stars and then there are superstars.
One clock down to 0. Keep it on the ground. Chicago can take a timeout here.
Now this exquisite piece exemplifies the traditional Tawashipani
So back to the, I'll tell you what, so many key plays in the state, Christian.
I can see where this
interception right in Fuller's hands. And that in a could have ended it right here.
Destruction screams with the creation of toils and
Around the
sins.
football all
Was
the
there
time.
anything irregular in any of the sales you handled there? No, of course not.
Led to this.
Not that I was aware of.
This pre-snap. It looks like 2 deep safeties, no problem. But Aaron Rodgers moving out of the pocket just broke down the coverage. Safeties tend to jump routes that are crossing, and then there is no protective layer in behind.
And in the days after
Randall Cobb.
these art sales to longer stories. Sure, I would. Oh, I know. I was just wondering, now that he's this.
On the 39-yard line.
Strange. You know what? I'll let you watch it. Why don't we grab the cover photo while we can? When I told my DA friend I was doing a piece on you, he mentioned your name was familiar. Just the photo, please.
But if you're going to bed at halftime, you're thinking it's 17-0. Green Bay looks terrible. Chicago looks great. Rodgers is done for the night and maybe longer. And you wake up in the morning and go, what the hell?
Are you sure there's nothing
Right with Tony Dungy.
Regarding Fisk's activities? I don't
Tampa Bay, Indianapolis.
interesting. Damn it. Wait here, please.
Williams burrowing his way to the 42. So the timeout, you run one more play. The play takes 4 seconds. And then they can, or 9 seconds, and they can run it out. I mean, what do you say? This is just stunning. It's just stunning.
There's in every sport, there's a handful of those guys that do something above and beyond. Here he is riding off on the golf cart, and everybody said, and we're doing a eulogy, right? I mean, we're basically going, oh, now we don't get a great game against the Patriots. Like, we're going through the whole thing. He comes back on one leg, he never put the left leg on the ground the whole time, and comes up with this. And that was just one of about 20 plays he made during the course of this game.
Because the rest of the team is clearly not working the half piece we
they're going to have to run a 4th down play here.
No, she's here now.
There'll be a 3-second differential between the game. And they just run a 4th down, just run around with it and take a knee and head back to the locker room and prepare for the Minnesota Vikings next week.
I tell you, one of the untold stories of this one, though, was Aaron Rodgers on the deep ball he hit to Geronimo Allison. His patience, his look off of the safety, his understanding of what the defense was thinking because they had a backup cornerback in the game, that was magical. Those are some of the things that you just don't often see.
The Green Bay Packers in their 100th season, if you take a delay here, they just rolled over.
5-yard penalty, 4th down.
And the second thing I'm
It's a
going to
century.
To 3 seconds.
The century. Here it is again.
Watch right back there. You're going to see the safety. When Aaron Rodgers looks hard left, he is going to sprint. And I mean sprint that way. Because they've got a backup cornerback right over here in Marcus Cooper, and he just assumed. But Aaron Rodgers had the trust in his number 3 receiver, Geronimo Allison, who made a great catch, and that really jump-started this whole thing, and it is over.
They'll just let that clock expire right here. 100 years of Green Bay Packer football. It's the largest 4th quarter deficit they had ever overcome. 17 points in the 4th. Stunning. Just stunning.
Well, you don't often do this in a broadcast booth, but I think I'll put my hands together for that. Holy smokes. Something special. You know, we've seen great comebacks, but when you add the layers, when you add the injury, there was a severe one, and it was clearly bothering throughout, and yet he just refused to succumb.
And it comes in a Bears-Packers game, one of the great rivalries, if not the best in the history of the National Football League. Can't wait to hear his interview, I'll tell you that.
And he'll never give it up. He's just cool.
No. Coming up next, it's the Volkswagen post-game report. Stick around for that. Cobb with a 75-yard touchdown reception. And we will get to that after these messages from your NBC station.
Everyone in the surgical department, please raise your hands. You're all fired. Any department who places billing above care, you will be terminated. Oh, I am serious.
This hospital is the city's last line of defense.
They're not going to let you just tell people.
We all feel like the system is too big to change. But we are the system. We need to change. Let's get into some trouble. Let's be doctors again.
is he? You're gonna be late for group.
I feel awful. I keep telling people that AT&T's gig speed internet has limited availability, but I don't say how limited. Well, at least I never tried to poison anyone.
Mirror, mirror, how many AT&T customers can get gig speed?
Like 10%.
The mirror never lies, dear.
Also, back when Greg was in college, he used to take...
That's enough.
Nice try, AT&T. But limited means limited. Xfinity delivers gig speed to more homes than anyone.
Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years, rocking my peers, putting suckers in fear. Don't you dare stare. You better move. Listen to the bass, Coke balloons. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out.
Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years.
She said it was cozy with this.
These aren't shoes. They're kickball cannons. New shoes give me the courage to get in the game.
Your donation of new shoes can help foster children of all sizes walk with confidence. I'm proof of how far they can go. I was a foster child too. Bring your new donation to your local mattress firm or give online.
My first job was refereeing basketball. I called a fair game. The Washington politicians don't play fair. And I just call them like I see them. The left blocked my dreamer solution. I called them out and kept working. The right didn't do enough for our environment, for school safety. So I called that one too. In Washington, many politicians play for their party, but I play for you. I'm Carlos Curbelo. I approve this message. I'll always make the fair call.
Gourmet meals from firefighters. See it to believe it this Monday.
Welcome to the Volkswagen SUVW post-game report. Here now, Liam McHugh.
Back at Lambeau Field, where the legend of Aaron Rodgers continues to grow. The Packers charge back in the second half. They stun the Bears. Final score here, 24-23. So in the 197th meeting between these two teams, it will be defined by the magic of Aaron Rodgers. Carted off the field in the first half, returns in the second half, and in the fourth quarter, with his team down 20-3, he inspires a monster comeback, throwing 3 touchdown passes. Green Bay gets a win, and we get to give out some game balls. And not going to be a big surprise here. Randall Cobb gets 1, 9 catches, 142 yards, a 75-yard game-winning touchdown. And Aaron Rodgers, those 3 touchdown passes in the fourth quarter. Speak with Michelle.
Aaron, 24-23. After you're trailing 20-0 when you come out. You've played in some big games, Aaron. How do you put this one into words?
Well, it's hard to...
Excuse me, sir. You can't...
We had to take something really catastrophic injury-wise off the field in the second half.
In there.
We went in the locker room, did all the tests. Facility trying to get it loosened up. And then once I got back on the field, the adrenaline started going. I'll be able to hang in there.
What was the injury?
My knee. I just felt something in it.
I was on my way to exit when I saw you.
You're knocking out a conversation there.
This is the guy I saved 5 minutes ago. Listen, whoever these masked guys are, they're after this vial.
You come back on the field,
I'll never get
it's
it out
20
of
to
here.
nothing.
Swarming with them.
There was a look in your eye. What were you thinking?
Okay, you hide back there. I take out the bad guys.
I told the guys at halftime, I said, if you shut them out, we're going to win. We gave up 6, but
good to see
I just had a feeling when we
you
get
too.
spark here and get things going,
Not exactly how I picture this
we got a
meeting
couple
again.
times, disappointed, the field goal. And then guys started making plays. We said, no, we got to make some plays. Gino had a great catch. And then Randall, ran about 80 yards for a touchdown.
Focus, Pete,
How
focus.
confident are you that you're going to be ready for next week against the Vikings?
I'll play next week.
Congratulations.
He said he was taking something special. We all got to witness something special. The first half,
these guys out before I push forward.
The second half, all about Aaron Rodgers. The next step for you, the fan, well, tomorrow morning you're going to want to go on NBCSports.com to read Peter King's Football Morning in America column. For a sneak peek, here's Pete.
Coming up, Football Morning in America tomorrow morning.
What's in it that these guys want?
Crazy night in Green Bay, a dramatic night for Aaron Rodgers, a tour de force game in Khalil Mack's debut, and one of the most emotional days that I've had writing this column after a conversation with a journeyman quarterback for the game of his life.
Hang tight.
Aaron Rodgers says he's playing next week, and after tonight, how can you doubt him about anything? You can catch Pro Football Talk with Mike Florio and Chris Sims live from 7 to 9 tomorrow morning on NBCSN. Al and Chris will wrap things up after this.
Ah, shit. Oh, I was supposed to be really quiet, I guess. Lame. I was all about just killing people.
Cheesy grooves, deep flavor, deep crunch.
It has grooves like deep valleys of flavor.
The groove is cheese mountain ranges.
It's crunchy like a crater.
It's a cavern of crunch.
And bold like a volcano of cheese.
Or a bold cheese waterfall.
Cheesy grooves, cheese it like never before.
Geico has over 75 years of great savings and service. For such a long history, it's easy to trust Geico. Thank you, Todd. It's not just easy, it's hypnotism. Hey, I got your test. See, dog, my finger, you're going to clean my gutter.
Ooh, I should be your gutter.
Great idea.
It's not just easy, it's Geico.
Todd, you will go make me a frittata.
As a pro athlete, I know great performance starts with great sleep. And the Sleep Number 360 Smart Set is my competitive edge. It intelligently senses our movements and automatically adjusts our firmness and support on each side to keep us both incredibly comfortable. It can even warm our feet to help us fall asleep faster. It's great sleep.
Cool
I can
with the
feel
hostage
and
taking,
see.
guys.
Better sleep keeps me at the top of my game for this team and the home team. The new Sleep Number 360 Smart Set
stuff on your hands.
is premium quality
Ghost?
sleep.
Never fought a ghost before.
Deep flavor, deep crunch. And it's grooves like deep It's crunchy like a crater.
I fought specters, but, you know, technically, specters aren't ghosts. All ghosts are specters, but not all specters are ghosts. You know what I mean?
One-on-one with Savannah. The first line
Seems like this is an energy thing, not a ghost thing. All good. Fight a ghost stays on the old bucket list.
and the American. Tomorrow, only on
Welcome back to the Volkswagen SUVW post-game report.
And Barkley makes a couple of minutes, now breaks the outside.
Still going. Touchdown, Giants. Prescott, high snap, pulls it down. Johnson, touchdown, Cowboys. First touchdown of the season.
So that's next week. In 1 second. We've talked about tonight. You know, it's unbelievably dramatic for Green Bay. For Chicago, they go back home, had a big lead at the half, and back had a Hall of Fame first half. Really lack. Trubisky looked good. What about Chicago now? I think it's ready to face Seattle on Monday night.
It's devastating. I mean, there's no other way to say that. This was a monumental opportunity for them. But it's not over. I think by midweek, and then he goes in there and goes, okay, guys, listen, we all know what it was, right? We blew it. We had it, we blew it. But I want you to think about what you did. Played your tails off. We went to Green Bay, we should have won. That's something you haven't done around here in a long time, right? And I think that'll be the message they take forward.
One of our staples on Sunday night through the years, it seems like we get it every year. Giants, Cowboys, we get it next week. Each team comes in 0-1, but
I know someone who can
matchup
help
of
track
running
down this
backs like Sunday in Dallas.
It really is, but it's also the time to get it going. And let's face it, both those offenses faced great defense
I just told you,
today.
Clint.
They really did.
You are not the reporter
And
he was
so
sending. You don't
now
even
they're
work
going
for
to get a
Heritage
chance to go
Arts.
back. Nobody plays much in preseason,
Mary
but it
Jane
has to
wants
be
to be
better
with me.
offensively for both of those teams going
You
into
will
next
not
season.
That is
write a
next
word
Sunday
of
night
what
when we
you
come to
said.
you from Arlington,
What do you know about the
Texas. Well, here in Green Bay tonight, what can you say?
I
That was a
what
game
about
for the
the long
ages.
history of stolen goods?
I mean, Lambeau has seen some games. That one is it's in the top whatever you want to make it. Aaron Rodgers, from the cart to the locker room to the field, and they win the game by a score of 24-23. Coming up next, except from the West Coast, it is your local news. Now, mine goes now for Chris Collinsworth, Michelle Tafoya, our entire gang, headed downstairs by Fred Godelli and Drew Esicott, saying goodnight from Lambeau Field in Green Bay.
You're out here still naked.
NBC Sports thanks you for watching this special presentation of the National Football League.
No idea, but I'm still glad it makes you surprised.
Totally. Best in
So, how's the grind for Bugle?
American Ninja Warrior. Tomorrow.
No, I just got an all-caps text from Robbie about my so-called pancakes
The
tonight.
Lavazza family has perfected the art of blending coffee
Again.
for a smooth and
As soon as
balanced
you read the
taste of
article you're gonna write, guaranteed promotion.
Lavazza. It's how you say coffee in Italian.
Keep you master, guys. What's your take?
Just another night in the city.
Wherever the trail gets rough,
I feel like there's a bigger story there.
you'll find it Toyota
Let's not make
Tacoma.
something about business.
It's the best-selling compact pickup in America.
How's it going with yours? Did you get that
It's
promotion?
not because we
No,
did it.
but we're on the cusp.
If you want to play, you need the Tacoma.
You know, Oscar.
Lease a new 2018 Toyota Tacoma SR5 double cab V6 for just $219 a month, 36 months, plus $500 bonus cash. That's just $219 a month with a Toyota Tacoma.
Sounds like it's
Toyota.
more important than
Let's
your
go.
other job.
Monopoly
I've
jackpot
never heard you
scratch
talk
offs
like
from
that
the
before.
Florida Lottery are a new spin on a classic. With the top prize of $2 million. So unleash the excitement anytime.
Dinner between
The
friends.
Florida Lottery, it's your ticket.
Friends.
That was it.
It could be. You know, that's what you want.
There's a lot of
Ever
baggage
notice that the farther away you go, the
Sure,
better you feel?
is that so bad? I mean, baggage can carry good things too, like money and keys. That's pretty good. This is a trick question, isn't it?
NBC6 First Alert Weather certified most accurate 5 years in a row. Live, the news on NBC6 at 11 starts now.
Good evening, I'm Trina Robinson. Thank you so much for joining us for this late edition of the NBC6 News. Tonight, a man is alive thanks to the quick actions of Good Samaritans who rescued a driver after his car plunged into a canal. Tonight, he's recovering at Jackson Memorial Hospital, but he could face charges. NBC6 reporter Laura Rodriguez explains.
The Florida Highway Patrol tells us he was involved in a crash just blocks away from the canal, and he then fled the scene. Authorities say he is now in critical condition here at Jackson Memorial Hospital. A mangled SUV is pulled from a Northwest Miami-based canal hours after witnesses say the driver lost control and ended up in the water.
Yeah, well, I guess it didn't take.
Braulio Galindo
No worries.
approached the
It's just a big
intersection of
cupcake.
Northwest
I'll have
57th
it back in
Avenue
Rikers by
and
bedtime.
202nd Street when he saw the blue Mazda sinking.
Just had dinner with my
He
ex
and at least
after saving her
3
from
others
mass criminals.
quickly jumped into action
Now I'm
and
gonna go
pulled the
beat up a
man out.
maniac who uses shockwaves to rob people. What a perfectly normal life you have, Peter Parker.
Miami-Dade Fire Rescue transported the man to Jackson Memorial Hospital as divers verified no one else was inside the vehicle.
I guess that it wasn't his day. Thank God that he's alive.
According to the Florida Highway Patrol, the driver of the blue Mazda was involved in a crash near Northwest 57th Avenue and the Turnpike. Officials say he fled the scene and ended up in the canal. This is a human life. I'm not going to let the car sink with the man inside, says another Good Samaritan. FHP says the other driver that remained on scene is expected to be okay. Now, as for the man who ended up in the canal, he will likely face charges. Reporting in Miami, I'm Laura Rodriguez, NBC 6 News.
We're keeping an eye on the tropics tonight. Things are quite busy in the Atlantic. We now have three hurricanes. But tonight, all eyes are on Florence, moving closer to U.S. soil. Florence once again has intensified into a hurricane. Although no watches are in effect, people along the East Coast are already preparing. The Carolinas and Virginia are now under a state of emergency. Here's NBC meteorologist Brian Phillips tracking the tropics Florence drive.
Okay, Trina, really a rush of tropical activity across the Atlantic Basin for the last few days when we look due east here from South Florida. And Florence on the move and certainly getting better organized in the satellite presentation, much better than it has been for the last few days. Still a Category 1 hurricane, but getting stronger as we go, almost by the hour. And the official forecast will show you what happens to the intensity in just a moment. Winds are now up to 90 miles per hour, still moving off to the west. We are anticipating that northwest will return here in the days ahead. The pressure is still falling, and the system, as I mentioned, getting better organized. So we may well have a major hurricane on our hands by the end of the day tomorrow, and then intensification, and then holding steady at the Category 4. That's the official forecast starting on Tuesday, leading all the way up to potential landfall here into the Thursday time period, and then potentially slowing down. So we are looking at the impact area from the Virginias on down into the Carolinas here, and we'll pinpoint that as the week goes on. There are no active tropical watches or warnings of those may come in the days ahead, but on this path, massive impacts both at the coast and across the interior with heavy rains, and of course the storm surge and damaging winds. So we'll fine-tune that part as we go. It's just a dangerous system unfolding there. So from Florence, now we go to our new hurricane. This is now Hurricane Isaac, which of course we know is tropical storm through the weekend. It's a more compact storm. Winds now at 75 miles per hour. It's a Category 1 storm, with the forecast trend remaining unchanged, carrying it due west towards the western Antilles into the Wednesday, Thursday time frame. We're looking at upper-level winds here that take some of the intensity away as we get into the eastern Caribbean, and that's good news for all off to the south. We'll talk about our local forecast the week ahead in just minutes. Trina, back to you.
Brian, thank you. And as you know, a year ago we were bracing for Hurricane Irma. The massive storm was just hours away from making landfall in Cudjoe Key, bringing Category 4 winds that reached 130 miles per hour. Irma's wrath was felt across South Florida and the Keys. These haunted images showing its destructive aftermath. The Keys look like a war zone after that storm stampeded through. NBC 6 meteorologist Steve McLaughlin is down in west in the Keys with a look at how the Florida Keys are doing 1 year after the storm. Good evening from Wall Street in the heart of Key West on an absolutely beautiful evening. It was 1 year ago we were getting ready for the worst part of Hurricane Irma. Remember, by this point last year, we already had landfall in the Bahamas at the Category 4 and on the northern coast of Cuba at the Category 5. And on Sunday morning the 10th, we had landfall at Cudjoe Key and then on Marco Island at 3:30 in the afternoon. 1 year ago, we were tracking 9 tornado warnings in South Florida. 2 of them ended up being tornadoes. One in Park and one down in Homestead. And then on Sunday, another 7 tornado warnings, one confirmed tornado right near Fort Lauderdale Airport. Everything to the west of the eye ended up being okay. This storm made landfall just 20 or 30 miles to the west. Key West would have been devastated. Instead, landfall to the east, and that meant the island east of Key West took the brunt of the storm. One of those places was Marathon. On October 1st, about 3 weeks after Hurricane Irma, the Keys officially opened, and I came down here a few days later. You know, you get to Key West, and it wasn't that bad, but to get to Key West, you had to drive through Marathon. And the spot I'm standing right now, literally on either side of the highway for miles and miles, 5 stories high, are just debris. People's houses, trees.
I came here to web bad guys and quit, and I'm all out of quit.
Now, here we are a year later, and all that debris is gone. In fact, by early 2018, it was gone. But check out this Burger King over here. You can see, obviously, that some businesses have not come back, and that's kind of a remnant of what was going on a year ago. And we will be live again on Monday morning at 11 a.m., and then Monday afternoon, 4, 5, 6 p.m., and Monday evening at 11 p.m. We will be bringing you stories about people down here in the Keys
A year later, trying to get their lives back to normal.
Fuck.
Reporting from Key West, meteorologist Steve McLaughlin, NBC6. Two people are dead after a small plane crashes in a South Florida park. Cell phone video shows the fiery aftermath of this morning's impact in Lake Worth. The twin-engine Cessna went down in John Frisch Park near the main campus of Palm Beach State College. The FAA says the plane took off from Key West, but it's unclear where it was headed. There's no indication anyone on the ground was hurt. The names of the people on board have not been released. The cause of this crash remains under investigation. Well, a long-term standoff came to a peaceful end today in South Florida, though it's not exactly clear what it led up to. A special response team spent hours trying to talk a man they called Willie down. The man barricaded himself this morning inside a home in the area of Northwest 52nd Avenue and 190th Street in Miami Gardens. A neighbor told us that a man lived there with a woman and two children. The police said only the man was inside the home at the time. The standoff ended after 9 hours, though it's unclear if police took anyone into custody. They will only say it was a domestic situation. And a huge sense of relief and joy in Leon County after Florida State student from South Florida who went missing this week was found alive. Leon County Sheriff's Office confirms search dogs led them to Justin Dean Shields this afternoon. They found him in a wooded area miles away from the road outside Tallahassee, where his car was discovered Friday. The 19-year-old is said to be dehydrated and in the hospital, but expected to recover. Deputies had been searching for the Coral Reef High graduate since Wednesday, when he was last seen on the FSU campus. Now, it's still not clear why he ended up in the middle of nowhere. Well, new tonight, several people are injured in a stabbing spree in Paris. Police say a man armed with a knife and an iron bar wounded 7 people. 4 remain in critical condition. NBC News has confirmed that man is in custody and believed to be an Afghan national. Police say there's no indication so far that this was a terrorist attack. Well, the embattled CEO of CBS, Rick Moonves, is out of a job and facing new allegations of sexual misconduct. 6 more women have come forward with claims that Moonves now denies. Hours after the New Yorker published another story about the CEO of CBS, the company's board of directors is reportedly finalizing his exit package. 6 more women tell the magazine Les Moonves sexually harassed or assaulted them. The allegations range from oral sex to forcible touching. Moonves says the news claims are, quote, appalling and untrue, alleging they are illegal, part of a concerted effort by others to destroy my name, my reputation, and my career. In recent weeks, outside lawyers have been examining the corporate culture at CBS, investigating allegations detailed in a previous New Yorker story. Moonves has led CBS since 2003. And he's been one of the highest paid executives in the media business, making tens of millions of dollars every year. This week, the company's been trying to figure out how it would part ways with Moonves. CNBC reported an exit package would be worth as much as $100 million.
A lot of people point to these golden parachutes and say, really, is this, justice? Yes, these executives lose their job, but they walk out the door with so much money, and a lot of them, when they're quoted, they weren't today. Maybe that's what's the point.
This tells us it takes these allegations very seriously, adding its board of directors is conducting a thorough investigation of the matter, which is ongoing. The report Moonves would get no additional compensation until that investigation is complete. Well, these new allegations against Moonves span from the 80s to the early 2000s, according to the New Yorker magazine. Well, still ahead tonight, the Dallas police officer who killed a man in an apartment she thought was hers has been arrested. Plus, a flight car crash caught on camera, and the collision involved a presidential motorcade.
And coming up on Sports Final, it wasn't any ordinary Dolphins season opener. It was historical. And not because Ryan Tannehill returned to game action for the first time in over a year. We'll tell you how the Fins were a part of history, and if Tannehill could lead them to a win. They made it a thing. Now the Hurricanes have upped the bling. A new, frostier turnover chain. The story behind the Cuban Link masterpiece Just how many gems did they use? You're not going to believe it. That's a story you'll only see right here on NBC6 Sports 5 coming up.
Mudslinging, bold claims. This election season, NBC6 test for the truth, teaming with PolitiFact Florida to separate fact from fiction.
The only evidence to back up the claim was the percentage of which he voted for the party.
Getting to the bottom of each statement because your vote depends on it.
She's right on the numbers.
Key issues, promises.
We rated this claim out.
Covering everything on your ballot leading up to Election Day. Mondays and Wednesdays at 6. Plus visit NBC6.com for anything you might have missed under the local tab.
That car crash looks bad. Hope no one's injured. The car will crush that pedestrian if I don't do something. I've got you. Stay calm.
I keep advertising you to the internet, but it can be as low as 10. You can relate. You're the boy, right? Hang on a second. I mean, 10 megs for the same price.
Got you.
Run for your life!
It's not cool, AT&T. 10 megs isn't 50.
Victims are out of danger. Let the EMTs do their
Where
job.
are we taking him? I have no clue. We're just TV doctors. Thank you. If this was a real emergency, I'd be freaking out. We are the TV Doctors of America, together with Cigna, reminding you
To go, no, and take control of your health.
schedule your annual checkup today.
You tried to move on. You tried to put your life back together. Until one day, you see them at the store when you're leaving work. Somewhere you may never expect. The criminal who tore your life apart is walking free, but you may never know until you come face to face with him.
Attention unit. Just received a report of a break-in.
It's time
Any
for
officers
equal
near
rights for crime victims.
Please copy.
It's time for Amendment 6.
It's here!
You okay?
Use your Labor Day purchase cash to get nearly 11,700 total rifle in the
I better be more careful with my adoring public.
Financed through GM Financial.
This Monday, meet the crew bringing fire to the kitchen as they boil a meal.
Officers needed on scene in Glenwood.
Heading to the firehouse with us, get a rare look at what goes on between emergency calls on NBC6 today, this Monday.
A Dallas police officer who shot and killed an unarmed man after reportedly mistaking his apartment for hers is charged with manslaughter tonight. Police took Amber Geiger into custody today, 3 days after the controversial shooting. Geiger was off duty but still in uniform Thursday night when she entered what she believed was her own apartment. That's when she shot and killed both of Shannon John, the man who actually lived in that apartment. It's still unclear what their interaction was prior to that shooting. Geiger's bond is $1,000,000. Well, Vice President Mike Pence says he's ready to be put to the test when it comes to the New York Times op-ed about President Trump. The Vice President says he would agree to take a lie detector test between him and Pence, the anonymous previous Trump official who wrote the article. The Vice President says he doesn't know who penned the piece, as Vice claims in the story that there were internal discussions about invoking the 25th Amendment to remove President Trump from office. Dash cam video captures the moment the president of Moldova is involved in a violent crash. Look at this. You can see a truck crash through the president's motorcade Sunday, though it's not clear which car President Erdogan was traveling in. There are conflicting reports about whether he required medical treatment, but it doesn't appear he was seriously injured. Doden has led the former Soviet Republic since December of 2016 and is an ally of Russian President Vladimir Putin.
Pardon me?
First Alert Weather, powered by First Alert Doppler 6000.
Well, such a busy weekend in the tropics and also here at home.
with constant rain showers that we just couldn't shake. So let's catch you up here. 9 named storms so far this season, and we've been adding to the total number of hurricanes as each day has gone on. Of course, Helene and Isaac, the most recent to add to the list here. So now we see 5 hurricanes, and one of those major, that's Florence. And Florence looks to ramp back up to a major hurricane yet again in the next day or so. But no tropical threats here in South Florida. All is quiet. Yes, coming off of the weekend that featured a lot of rain chances and a lot of rain, period. And certainly we saw that with the Dolphins today.
Gave me
We've
your
got a
cell number
brighter
when she finally
and
decided
brighter
to trust
start
me.
to the week ahead. The rain chances, though, will catch up with us.
If anyone finds out she's helping me, she'll lose her
Tonight,
job.
all is quiet. Broward County, Miami-Dade, all is quiet on First Alert Doppler 6000. Down through the Keys, where I've been in touch with Steve, and he said all is fine in Key West. Key West to Key Largo, you are dry. Far cry from what things looked like 1 year ago on this night. First Alert Doppler 6000 reaching up into Central Florida. Nothing doing. Finally retreating with some of these rain showers. Able to dry out this evening, but boy, left in the bucket today. 1 inch of rain at MIA. A very wet start to September for South Florida. Rain-free down to the Keys, and just under a half of an inch, just over a third of an inch there in Opelika. Temperatures not bad tonight. We're into the upper 70s and lower 80s across the area. We're at 84, though, in Key West. Winds are light, so I think with mainly clear skies and light winds, we should be able to pull the temperatures back into the mid-70s. Just a few passing clouds, nothing that'll add up to much through the overnight hours. Our upper-level low beginning to retreat, and it looks to set us up into a nice weather pattern here for both Monday and Tuesday. Dry in the morning on Monday, and then we get to the afternoon hours. May see just 1 or 2 showers or storms around, but nothing widespread, and that's the pattern we carry into Tuesday as well. So maybe a little bit of a break for the umbrellas here.
We'll do Shaw, what's his name, tomorrow. Should we do one more crime? I see one. I seen a crime.
Monday, high into the upper 80s, looks fairly normal for September. We'll say 89 for the high, partly cloudy, just a slim chance for a storm. Upper 80s will carry us through the upcoming work week, but I'll focus on the first few days here where conditions are mainly dry with a lot of sunshine. But starting Wednesday and then carrying into Thursday and Friday, a better chance for just slightly scattered showers and thunderstorms, and hoping to trim the coverage back in time for the next weekend. High feeling both days.
All right, Ryan, thank you so much. Now for a look at the top stories we'll be following this week ahead. Monday will mark a year since Hurricane Irma made landfall right here in South Florida. The storm left its mark across Florida, with the Keys taking the biggest hit. In fact, some people still have not been able to return to their homes in the Keys. The good news, though, tourism in the Keys has recovered. Now, Tuesday will mark 17 years since the September 11th terror attack. Ceremonies will be held not only in New York City, but across the country, including right here in South Florida. The attack so devastating that Lower Manhattan is still rebuilding years later. While several new subway stations destroyed when the Twin Towers collapsed, only reopened yesterday. Well, Wynwood is a hot destination for both tourists and locals, but the city of Miami feels there's room for improvement. The city is hosting a community meeting Tuesday night to get your input on a project to make Wynwood a greener and more pedestrian-friendly place. The meeting is scheduled for 6 p.m. at the Wynwood Business Improvement District office in North Miami Avenue and Northeast 27th Street. Well, Apple will unveil its next wave of products on Wednesday. The technology giant is expected to roll out no less than 3 new iPhones. The big question is, how much will they cost? Also hearing word, a new Apple Watch, new iPad Pro tablets, and a new MacBook is on the way. And the city of San Francisco is bracing for protests this week when it hosts a 3-day climate change summit beginning Wednesday. The governor of California called for the conference after President Trump pulled out of the Paris Climate Accord. Now, the summit is expected to draw 4,500 delegates from around the world. And Parkland parents are teaming up with the city of Coral Springs to run a privately funded gun buyback program. The first buyback event will be held next Saturday at the City Hall parking garage on Sample Road between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. Unwanted firearms can be exchanged for gift cards worth as much as $250. We can follow all of these stories and many others all on the NBC6 app. We're coming right back.
I think I'm done for today.
NBC6 is new in daytime. Monday through Friday, party with Steve Harvey at noon.